Welcome to Baby's Boo World, where every story teach a little life lesson. Parents join in and help your little ones grow through stories full of meaning.
The Secret of the Locked Room. Once upon a time, in a quiet village, there lived a brother and sister named Ethan and Lily. Ethan was 10 years old and Lily was 8. They lived with their father, Mr. Thomas, in a beautiful old house near the woods. A few years ago, their mother had passed away. The children missed her every day. Their father loved them very much, but he was often busy with work. One day, Mr. Thomas married a woman named Clara. She became Ethan and Lily's stepmother. At first, the children were nervous. They had heard many stories about mean stepmothers. But Clara always smiled and spoke kindly. Still, something about her seemed mysterious. Every evening, Clara disappeared into a small locked room at the end of the hallway. She always carried a silver key around her neck. "Why does she go in there every day?" Lily whispered one night. "I don't know," Ethan replied, "but I want to find out." The next day, while Clara was gardening outside, Ethan and Lily quietly walked to the locked room. They pressed their ears against the door. Nothing. No sounds, no voices, just silence. "Maybe she's hiding treasure," Lily guessed. "Or maybe a secret," Ethan said. The mystery grew bigger every day. One rainy afternoon, the children saw Clara coming out of the room. Her eyes looked red, as if she had been crying. That made them even more curious. Why would she cry in a locked room? That night, Ethan and Lily decided to investigate. When everyone was asleep, they tiptoed through the hallway, carrying a flashlight. The moonlight shone through the windows as they reached the locked door. Suddenly, they heard footsteps. Quickly, they hid behind a table. It was their father. Mr. Thomas walked to the locked room, knocked gently, and went inside. The children were shocked. "Dad knows about the room," Lily whispered. The next morning, they asked him, "Dad, what's inside the locked room?" Mr. Thomas smiled softly.
Good morning, Ethan and
"Some
Lily.
secrets need time," he said. "But one day, you'll
Good
understand."
morning, Ethan and
His
Lily.
answer only made the mystery bigger. Days passed. Then one afternoon, something unexpected happened. Clara forgot her silver key on the kitchen table. Ethan and Lily stared at it. Their hearts raced. This was their chance. "We shouldn't," Lily said nervously. "But what if it's important?" Ethan replied. After a long moment, they picked up the key and quietly walked to the locked room. The key fit perfectly into the lock. Click! The door slowly opened. The children stepped inside. Then they froze. The room was nothing like they expected. There was no treasure, no gold, no hidden monsters. Instead, the walls were covered with photographs, pictures of their mother. Hundreds of them. There were family photos, birthday pictures, holiday memories, and smiling moments from years ago. In one corner stood a large bookshelf filled with photo albums. On a table were letters, drawings, and handmade crafts that Ethan and Lily had created when they were younger. Lily's eyes widened. "These are all our things," she whispered. Then Ethan noticed something else. A large scrapbook lay open on the desk. Inside were pages filled with notes written by Clara. The first page read, "I hope Ethan and Lily will one day know how much I care about them." Another page said, "Today Lily smiled at me for the first time. It made me happy." Another note read, "I know I can never replace their mother. I only want to help them feel loved." The children looked at each other in surprise. Suddenly, they heard the door open behind them. It was Clara. For a moment, nobody spoke. Clara looked sad. I'm sorry, Ethan said quietly. We were curious. Clara
I'm
walked into
so
the room
sorry,
and
Clara.
sat beside them. This room belonged to your mother, she explained softly. When I joined this family, I promised your father that I would never erase her memory. She pointed to the photographs. So I created this special room. Lily felt tears in her eyes. But why do you come here every day? Clara smiled sadly. Because I know how much you miss her. Sometimes I look at these memories and pray that your hearts stay strong. The children were silent. Everything suddenly made sense. The tears, the locked door, the secret visits. It was never a selfish secret. It was a room filled with love. Just then, Mr. Thomas appeared at the doorway. He had been looking for them. Seeing everyone together, he smiled. I suppose the mystery is solved, he said. The children nodded. Lily ran forward and hugged Clara tightly. We thought you were hiding something bad, she admitted. Clara laughed gently. I was hiding something important. Ethan smiled. You were protecting our memories. From that day on, the locked room was no longer a secret. Every Sunday, the family visited it together. They shared stories about their mother, looked through old photographs, and remembered happy times. And little by little, Ethan and Lily realized something wonderful. Clara could never replace their mother, but she had given them something special, a new kind of love. And in the end, the mysterious locked room became the warmest place in the whole house. The end.
If you like this story, then don't forget to like, share, and subscribe Baby's Boo World. See you in the next story. Bye bye.